Sharkie Gamer here. So today we're taking a look at a KidStation gaming controller bundle. Now this is from Japan, and it's made by Bandai for the PlayStation 1. Now the name of the game that comes with this set, and I hope I pronounce this right, is KidStation Soreike Anpanman. And I don't know if I pronounced that right, but that is the name of the game that comes in this set. So let's take a look at the box. So up the top here it says KidStation. Going down you can see all the kind of character artwork. Over the side it gives you a bit of a sneak peek at the controller that comes with the set. And it has a picture there of two kids actually playing with the controller. On the sides of the box, they're pretty plain. You got the same sort of stuff the top has. Moving on to the back. It's got a lot of information here. It's all in Japanese, of course. Up the top there it says KidStation. Moving down, it points out some of the features of the actual controller included in the set. And over here, it sort of shows you some screenshots of the actual game. Alright, so let's open this up and take a closer look at this set. So first up, here is the game. There's a disc. And it comes with this manual. And of course the manual goes through the standard features. It shows you the standard gamepad if that's what you got. But of course you can use a special controller included in this set. And it also shows some screenshots there of the actual game. So the game is basically just a lot of like mini little games, little puzzles for kids. Identifying objects, different things like that. So it's a very kind of basic little kids game, a little bit educational. And of course this is a spine card, so when you buy this brand new, it gets sealed like that. And you notice that's a little symbol they use to advertise the special controller that comes in this set. So that's the game. So let's look at this controller now. So it's got quite a fairly long cable there. That's the actual PlayStation connection on the end. And then this is the controller. So you can see, it's basically a controller that has 4 giant buttons. Now, in the center there, it's got the KidStation logo, as well as the Bandai logo. And you can actually see this actual body of the controller is actually see-through, so you can see the circuit board within. Gives it a quite kind of cool look. And the bottom of it is sort of just like a pinky kind of color, also kind of see-through as well. Now, it's very simple controls. It's basically just 4 giant buttons. So you got your triangle, square, X, and circle. And the idea behind this, of course, is designed for kids. They've basically just taken a concept, just make it completely simple, make it only 4 buttons, because that's all the game needs to actually be playing the game. and it's meant to design a kids be a little bit more coloured on the buttons, and that way the kids see these buttons, have it on a desk like this, and they can just press whatever button they need to for the game. It keeps it simple so the kids can understand it, and it makes it look a bit more colourful and a bit more fun for them to play. Because kids generally, if kids see like a button, especially if the button's colourful, the immediate reaction is to press it. They want to press the button. So this they probably would have had a little bit of fun at, especially playing that type of game, because the game has a lot of type of mini games, some educational type of games as well, and all the kids have to do is press a button corresponding to whatever game they're playing to move forward. And so it's really simplistic. I mean, the box says it's aimed at ages 3 to 6, so it's for really kind of young kids. So this controller is just been designed to be simplistic, and simplistic it is. It's just a 4-button controller, but it's got 4 giant buttons, and the buttons are pretty easy to press as well. And usually you would have it on a desk like this, and you'd be pressing it like this. And most times you press it once, and then you move on, you press it again, press another time, press another time, press another time. You're not really pressing it that fast. But I suppose you could if you really wanted to. But it's meant to be designed to have a lot of just different presses to it whenever you need to press it for whatever function in the game. So it definitely is simplistic. Now this set here came with that Anpanman game, but there's actually a lot of Kid Station games this comes with. In terms of sets like this, there's a whole bunch of them. Pretty much there's a Kid Station series of games, there's a ton of Kid Station games, and this one has a lot of them that you can actually buy the game and the controller. So you can pretty much choose which game you want to buy in a set, or you don't even have to do that. You can actually buy the games on their own, buy a controller in another set, and sort of go that way, and that way you can get multiple games that support it. But there are a lot of games, pretty much all the Kid Station games support it, and most of the ones that support it have that kind of little logo like that on it. That kind of shape with the 4 buttons. That usually means it supports this controller. So there is a lot of games too that supports this, and you can choose what set you want. And the best thing is that these things, they're not that hard to find. I mean, if you look on eBay, you can pretty much find these very easily, and they're not too bad of a price. Sometimes they can be a bit expensive, but then just wait for one that comes up in auction, because you can usually pick these up for pretty cheap. So they're pretty easy to find these days. They've gotten easier the last couple of years. There was a point where they were a little bit more harder to find, but now you just tend to see them quite often. You just see them quite often. But it's a really kind of cool design in that it's really simplistic. It's just got 4 giant buttons, and I can just imagine kids would really enjoy playing with something like this, because it's really simplistic, and they probably just attracted to pushing big buttons. And that way, if you get a younger kid that maybe is not that familiar with using a controller, if you gave them a gamepad, they might get a little bit confused with what buttons to press and might press everything and not know what they're doing. With this, their choices are limited. They got just 4 big buttons. And since the game itself advertises, like the circle or the X on screen, which one to press, the kids should be able to match that symbol corresponding. Because these symbols are big enough that the kids should be able to quickly respond and kind of match them up. Give another sort of look at it. So yeah, pretty cool, and another kind of unique design for a Kid Station controller. So yeah guys, that was the Kid Station Soreike Anpanman bundle that came with the special controller as well as the game. Thanks for watching guys, I am Sharkie Gamer. Don't forget to subscribe, I'll have heaps more gaming controller and accessory videos up very shortly. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you want to, and if you like this video, hit that like button. It really helps out a lot guys. Thanks for watching.